Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Ted Caleris, Superintendent, Brooklyn City Schools, and we are here with our Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce for our next edition of the Hurricane Watch podcast. I have Karam Hazrouni.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Caleris.
Absolutely. And I have Kelly Supek here with the Chamber, and we're here to talk about all things Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce and our upcoming Home Days event. So, Karam, tell me about your role in the district as an alum, a father. I think you have another role that I want to mention here too, but tell me about all things in terms of Karam and your involvement with the district.
No, I appreciate it. So, Brooklyn alum, class of 1998. 20-some years ago, which is scary, but it is what it is. I have 4 children in the district, 8th grader, 7th grader, 3rd grader, and a 2nd grader. They're very excited to start school again, so love pushing them off out the door, and summer's done, just very happy. Vice President of the Brooklyn Board of Education, President of the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce, and just a happy parent of the Brooklyn City School District.
Right. And I will say an outstanding family member of our board, and known his family for a long time. So very excited. Kelly, tell me a little bit about you. And now, Kelly, you don't have any more kids in the district. And rumor is the old middle school principal of your kids was in this room at one time. But Kelly, tell me about your role and you know, why you're involved and kind of go from there.
Well, I had kids in the school district. They graduated in 2018, 2019, and 2020. And then I was the athletic boosters president for a couple years. And I was also on the board in other roles. And then after my children graduated, I decided to take a year or 2 off. And then I got swooped up with the chamber and helping out with, it started with the Christmas tree lighting. And now we're involved with a whole bunch of activities.
And I will say one of the great things. So recently, Karam, you've taken over as president of the chamber within the last year and a half or so, 2 years. Yep. Tell me why you wanted to take on that role.
So there was some lack of interest in the chamber. There was a disconnect between the business community, the city, and the school. And for a long time, I think COVID unfortunately played a huge part in that and not getting people together. And actually, you and I talked and said, hey, you know what? I don't think this should disband, because there was talk of disbandment. And I said, let's try to rock and roll. And you said, let's go. And you're the vice president. You got to mention. You're the vice president of the Chamber of Commerce.
I am the vice president.
You got to bring that up. So
right.
He and I, Ted and I, we worked it out together and said, let's make a thing out of this. And I think we're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I will say one of the things that's impressed me the most under your leadership, Karam, is the fact that you rarely let things go unresolved, and you're very good about trying new things and initiatives to get people involved. And really our business community, and from my standpoint with the school district, as education evolves and our kids become more business-centered and career planning, it's an amazing opportunity for our kids in the district, all kids, K through 12, to have those connections to our businesses. Let's talk a little bit about Brooklyn Homedays. Brooklyn Homedays, kind of reinventing or reinvigorating the Brooklyn Homedays, and with some of the transition facility-wise and construction at the city. Tell me about the Brooklyn Homedays brainchild and why you wanted to do this, and just let's talk about that event a little bit.
Sure. So we wanted an event that was showcasing the chamber to say, okay, the businesses of Brooklyn and surrounding areas, how can we feature you? And part of that was asking the city to do some kind of big event. Unfortunately, with Memorial Park being under construction now, they said, hey, you guys have at it, and we'll work it from there. So we created the Brooklyn Homedays, and we got some awesome volunteers: Kelly Supek, Maggie Slattery, Rob Slattery, Wally Parker, Andy Selhertz. They all came together. Kelly Crawl. There's a lot of people that took the time to get together and create this event. And we wanted something to showcase the businesses in Brooklyn and have a community event that we can hopefully, I think the last time was in 2009.
It was a long time ago that we had the official Home Days, back when we had it at the rec center and the grass.
So this evolved really. So over the last couple of years, we being the school district, chamber, and the city partnered with Falls Fest, and yes. with the construction happening at the city, we didn't want this event-ish to go to fall, and so So tell me about the event. Tell me what's happening on Saturday. Tell me what's happening on Sunday.
So
Let's
you
talk
have
a little-
graciously allowed us to use Brooklyn
Yes,
Stadium,
yes,
which
yes.
I cannot tell you how excited. I think the setup for the stadium and what we have planned that day on September 27th from 1 p.m. until dark with the fireworks. I mean, I don't think we could have done it as well as we're doing it if it wasn't at the stadium. I think it's just a perfect venue for what we're doing. So the parade's going to start at 12:30
Yes.
here at the high school, and then we're going to march over with the marching band and other groups. We're going to march over to the stadium, and then we're going to kick off a whole day of bands. Magician's going to be there. We have 2 dancing troupes. We have princesses that are going to be taking pictures with everybody.
We have Cleveland Recess, which is a big inflatable company. So we're gonna have bounce houses, and I think we can have like a gigantic foosball, human foosball.
We have vendors there also.
have vendors
Tell me
there
about
as
the
well, yes.
vendor. Tell me about that vendor, because I thought that was really a showcase for the community with the vendors and people coming out and the table. So tell me what the vendors are going to look
So
like.
we have lots of vendors. The vendors range anywhere from business vendors all the way down to vendors that create crafts and supplies that are our very own community members that are coming out. I think we have over 35 vendors at this point in time. So they'll be set up around the track, and they range from anywhere between handmade items to what was the last thing we have? And I like Sam's Club will be there, and I believe Valley College will be there, and
If I'm a vendor, can I still be involved?
yes, until
Let's do a shameless plug. If I'm a vendor wanting to participate on the 27th and or the 28th, who do I call? How do I contact you?
Yeah, we're going to have you contact Kelly Kroll, and her email is anchorsaway@gmail.com.
yes,
That's who I want you to reach out to if you have a table. And also, we want to bring up that we're going to have food trucks there and dessert trucks. Some really, really good food's going to be available there. And the boosters are going to also have some concessions there as well.
Cost of being a vendor, Kelly? What's the cost of having a table?
$35.
$35. Outstanding.
Nope, it's
$25.
$25
We
per
were
day.
just kidding. It's $25. Just kidding.
Yeah. See, we already $10 savings
There we go.
already.
Already
By just
$10.
mention the podcast, you get $10
That's right.
off. It's $25.
That's right.
Yes.
Don't forget the car show.
Yep, and we have the car show. Wally Parker, again, is putting the car show together for us. And very excited about that. We already have a bunch of people that are interested in that. So that's going to be in the bus depot parking lot that we're going to be hosting that. And also the main band of the night is Sounds from the Cellar. They'll be playing starting around 6-ish, and they're going to lead us into the fireworks.
But all the bands that we have that day have a range of cultural to them too as well. We have an Irish band, No Strangers Here. We have a Brooklyn band from dawn till dusk. We have Becky Boyd coming in as well. She's popular in Brooklyn. We have the Lebanese dance bands coming in, and we have a polka band coming in. So we have a whole range of music that day.
You know, and I love that you said that, because that really fits into the theme of our community. In terms of, in the school district, we have 15 spoken languages
Yes.
between our staff and our kids, and we are such a diverse and beautiful community for that. And I love the fact that is translating to these events. That's outstanding. Well, Kelly, I'm gonna jump to you for a second here. Tell me about your role as the co-chair, because I'm assuming there's a lot of hours and time and emails and phone calls into this. And then the next question is, how did he get you to do all this? But that's the second line. So tell me about your role as the chairperson for this event.
So basically, I kind of head the meetings up, and it's actually not is a team event, right? I mean, we all meet and we have thrown out ideas, and my one role that I have is I try to keep us organized, right? Everyone's got phenomenal ideas that is on the team. They're just throwing so many things out there that we just don't even have enough hours in the day to partake in what we have out there. But that's pretty much my role, is just to make sure we stay organized and that we stay in our financial
Kelly, I've known you for a long time, and that fits so well
Yes.
into your role, your personality.
We would not be anywhere near where we are without her. So I appreciate
Any other shout outs to anybody else that you think is like has been really helping us and being part of, like, any shout outs that you just want to mention?
Yeah, so I mean, well, first I want to thank our sponsors. We have some really, really good sponsors that have donated some money to us to get this event to where we need it to be. Raising Cane's, Medical Mutual, Grocery Outlet, the City of Brooklyn, the Brooklyn City Schools, Emerald Animal Hospital, Dollar Bank, and the Floor King. I know that guy. He's all right. He's okay. But yeah, so I'm very, very happy for them. And then obviously, like I said earlier, the volunteers that have been meeting. I think we're meeting every week now to get things going. We only have, 3 weeks left. And we're nervous. We know we're going to have a great event. We
Less
do.
than 30 days.
Yeah, I know. But I'm telling you, the volunteers that have, I mean, they've done so well for us. Like I said, Erica, Maggie, Rob, Kelly, Andy, Wally, and all the ones I'm not mentioning, I'm sorry, but you guys have done such a great job, and I can't thank you enough for all the hard work you guys have put into this.
But it doesn't just stop on Saturday. We have Sunday. We have the big band blowout on Sunday. So we
The
have
car show is on Saturday. What's like what time's the car show?
2 to 6.
2 to 6. We have vendors and tables all day Saturday, Sunday.
Correct.
yes,
What about the E for me?
the Cleveland recess
yes,
from
yes.
1 to 6 on Saturday.
Okay.
Parents will need to sign a waiver for that, though. So the parents will need to come up with their child to sign the waiver for their children to be able to participate.
What's the Sunday big event on the?
So it's the Big Band Blowout, which is going to be the 4th year that Eric and Liz Dregney have done as an event, and we're going to be having them as our second day feature. So starting at 11 o'clock in the morning and every hour on the hour until 8 o'clock, they're going to have a big band that plays big band music. The vendors are going to be there the second day. The food trucks are going to be there the second day. So it's going to be just a music of day full of music and fun. So you can come out on Sunday 11 to 8 as well.
So parking, I know we're hoping for a great crowd. We have parking you can park in the new Early Childhood Center lot, which is the old Brooklyn Library. If there is, obviously we're going to park at the stadium. However, if stadium's full, you can park over at Brooklyn School campus and have a short, block and a half walk over to the stadium. So I will say that we'll have some overflow parking there. We're going to have great weather.
It's going to be perfect. Yes.
That's exactly right.
That's it.
Let's talk about some upcoming. So obviously, if you're like me, you get through one event and you're already thinking about,
Yep.
okay, what's the next event after this and that? So talk to me a little bit about some of our other fall activities that are being sponsored by the chamber.
So October 26th, we are having our clam bake fundraiser along with a bonfire.
Yes.
So that's going to be, when Ted approves it, near the stadium. That's some location near the stadium.
Okay.
And then what we would look forward to, and this is how Kelly got involved, and it's near and dear to my heart, is the Christmas tree lighting ceremony, which we do in conjunction with Brooklyn Cares. Susie Marquis is there. She puts it together for us, and it's a fundraiser that we collect, new clothes. We can collect money. That goes right into the Brooklyn Cares program, and then we have an actual Christmas tree lighting.
With Santa Claus and
Santa
cookies
Claus
and
and-
hot chocolate.
Exactly.
And, kids singing
And I
songs.
tried hot apple cider for the first time last
yes,
year.
you
I
did.
never
That's
had that
right.
before. It was delicious. Thank you.
Where's the clam bake? Where's the actual picking up of the food? What's all that going to look like with the clam bake?
Details.
Still-
Yeah,
okay.
we're working out details right now.
Still to come, and then holiday tree lighting. We're also going to be thinking in the evening. Where's the location?
So we're hoping that Memorial Park will be done
Excellent.
by then. If it's
Excellent.
not, we're going to have to announce a new location.
Yeah,
But
well-
senior center
Center
is
is
where we're
where
thinking.
kind of
But
Outstanding.
Yeah, so-
and more to come. And then last thing before we kind of end with a message to the community, if I want to just look for information, what's the chamber's website?
So our BrooklynChamberOhio.com, but Erica has done a great job. She created a Brooklyn Homedays website, so it's BrooklynHomedays.com.
Okay,
And you
so-
go on there, you could register to be a volunteer, get all the information, become a vendor. You have links to all that.
So we need volunteers, we need more sponsors, we need everybody to be involved. And I will say, this is my 28th year of education, second time in Brooklyn, but I've been in a couple other districts, and I will tell you, our community, our school community, our district, one of the strengths of what we have here in Brooklyn is just the sense of community and togetherness, and so get involved, stay involved. It's a great place to be. And though these are long days, these are great events and great ways to both showcase our district, the chamber, and our city. So I'm excited to be the vice president in chief, and as any good vice president, I follow the president's lead on all things. Um, Kelly, Karam, any final message for the community, for individuals, for other members? Like you two have known you a long time, and what you give back to the district, the community, to the chamber, in time and effort, and no pay and no, it's truly amazing to watch. But
Well,
any
yeah,
message?
I appreciate that, and you hit it on the head right there with community. I mean, the people coming out to help out on their own time is unbelievable, and the communication, or the togetherness we have with the city and the schools and the chamber, and bringing the business community, who was very vital to the school or to the city, and the school district, which is vital to the city, us working together towards a common goal. I'm very excited what the future holds for us. And if you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to come into the chamber as a citizen. You don't have to own a business to be a part of the chamber. We want you. We need you. We want you to be part of the community here, which includes being part of the chamber, and just very excited to see what the future holds for us.
Thank you, Kelly.
I just want to make sure that everyone, comes out on for the home days and has a great time that day, because we're looking forward to it. We're super excited, and we can't wait to see everybody there.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Kelly, Karam, thank you for being part of this. This has been the latest episode of the Hurricane Watch podcast. Ted Caleris, Superintendent, Brooklyn City Schools. Have a great night, everybody.